The views expressed are not necessarily those of KSCJ and Powell Broadcasting Company. This program is not intended to replace the advice of doctors or other clinical providers. Consult with your practitioner to ensure the proper course of action for you.
Welcome to When Things Aren't Going Well on AM 1360, FM 94.9 KSCJ. This program is dedicated to your mental health wellness and brought to you by Family Services, a United Way partner agency. Here's your host, Art Silva.
Good morning, Siouxland, and welcome to When Things Aren't Going Well. This show is all about your mental wellness and how you can help yourself navigate the daily highway of life. We hope to educate and motivate you to help improve your mental wellness environment. I'm Art Silva, and our show is brought to you by Boys and Girls Home and Family Services, serving the Siouxland community since 1894. I'm riding solo today because Brenda is on assignment. Isn't that what they say on TV? Anyhow, we're dedicating 2023 to families and the stress that they are facing daily. Today, we're going to discuss the senior members of our family and their mental health. Joining me today is Christina and Diana from the Siouxland Center for Active Generations. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, Art.
So glad to have you here, and I'm glad you took the time to come share some things with us regarding the Siouxland Center for Active Generations. So my first question is, let's take a look at the organization, and why don't you two ladies discuss your roles at the organization?
So I'm the activities coordinator there, so I do a lot of the planning of events at the center, and I help to manage. We have multiple activities that go on every day at the center, so I help to keep everybody, do room assignments, make sure everyone has a place to have their many activities that they like to engage in.
Oh, I know. I've seen some of your literature, Christina, and it's amazing the amount of programs that you run there for the seniors.
We have a lot.
It's a lot going on. And Diana, what is your role?
My role is I'm the receptionist, and I greet all the members that come into our facility when they come through our doors, and I help them in any way possible and guide them in the right direction.
Receptionist is the first point of contact. That is a very important role that you play there because people are going to come or they feel welcome. So you got the personality, I think, that really welcomes them. I'm glad that you're both here today, and thank you. Let's discuss the mission of the agency. Christina?
Our mission is to engage the minds and bodies of the seniors in our community. So we want them to live healthy, active lives, and we're looking for ways to help them socialize, to engage in hobbies and activities, exercise, and a place where they can just come and express themselves and have fun. I think it's important that it's a fun place that people keep coming back.
Oh, we got to have fun in our lives.
Yeah.
What we talk about here with your mental wellness is you have to find a spot that you can go to and just feel free and enjoy, and that is so rejuvenating for the body and the mind. So
definitely.
Diana, your role at the agency, other than you're a receptionist, but tell me a little bit more about what you do.
Well, I just like to keep everybody, give tours. We have a great coffee shop.
Yes, you do.
We want people to come in there and just feel like they're family. When that person walks through my door, that's the first thing I say to them is welcome, and you're going to be a part of our family. Because that's important out here in these times of, these dates, just to keep them going and keep their soul. Laughter is the best laughter.
Oh, is it? Absolutely. I agree with that.
And I think the connections that people make there are so important. I think that's a huge part of what keeps people coming back.
Well, later on in the show, the second half of the show, because it's really going to take a little bit of time to talk about this, but I want to talk about seniors and loneliness. And I want to talk about something that I'd like to share with the other agencies in town in that area. We'll talk about that in the second half of our show. I'm Art Silva, and you're listening to When Things Aren't Going Well. And with me today from the Center for Active Generations is Christina and Diana. And we're talking about the mental wellness of our seniors. How many seniors do you serve at the center?
We have about 1,300 members. Now, not everyone's there at the same time, of course, but that's what's on our rolls.
That is excellent. 1,300. Now, I'm surprised because I didn't know it was that big. I know it's big, but that is amazing. So that's a lot of people for you to receive, Diane, when they come in. So you got to get to know them personally, and no problem, huh?
I can guarantee you when you walk in my door, if you're not a new member and you want to become a new member, I will know you right off the bat. I can tell everybody hello by their name when they hit my door.
I love it.
And that's important to me and the center.
That is the most welcoming thing you can do. Absolutely. Let's talk about seniors and mental health specifically. What activities does the Center for Active Generations do to help promote mental wellness?
Well, a lot of studies looking at seniors have found, loneliness is a big factor. So I think one of the most important things that we do is just offer a place for people to come and be with others. There are lots of opportunities. Anytime that you're going to come and weekly participate in some sort of activity, you're going to start to make friends with the people in the group. Psychological studies have shown that the proximity, just being around other people increases your likelihood to make friends with them. So just seeing them multiple times, you're going to start to develop relationships with them.
I bet you have some relationships, Diana.
I do. It's just like for all the socialization, to keep their minds open and clear about what's going to happen on a day-to-day basis. And then when they come in, I say, well, what are we going to end up doing today? And we'll have people say, anything that you need help with, I'm here to help you out, like a tour or just generalization in our gift shop. They like to go in and volunteer in there. They like to go in our library. They socialize in our library with a puzzle that they're putting together on a daily basis. Grab a cup of coffee. When you walk through our door and you're a new member, we're going to offer you a hot cup of Java at our cost, just as you walked in our door, because we want you to be one of us.
That's just like visiting somebody at home. Come on in, have a cup of coffee.
That's right.
That's
yeah,
wonderful.
and Diana mentioned the volunteer aspect that we offer, and that we do have a lot of things that people can come and help with at the center, and that gives people a sense of purpose and another reason to keep, getting out of the house, coming over, help us out, because we need it. And then makes them feel good because they've helped us.
Oh, that is so important. It's very fulfilling. Diana?
So if I can add another,
please.
That thing there for loneliness. Diana is like a matchmaker in heaven.
Oh, Yenta? Okay.
I like to, I'll say, hey, I'll fix you up with this person. Are you single? Let's get a match going here.
We actually had a speed dating program a few months ago.
Come down there for speed dating, huh? Okay.
Just get a visitor. You don't have to marry him. You can go socialize with him for dinner and coffee. That's all we're asking.
We didn't even really need to do that because a lot of people have made romantic connections at the center because we have...
What age are we talking about here?
I would say, anybody 18 and up can join our center. We don't have you have to be this old to join. If you're an adult, you can join. Okay. But most of our members are retired, so 65 and up. But, we have 65 to, there's somebody who's been coming to the dances who's 103, and he's still out on the dance floor. So,
wow, that is amazing.
Older
and that's
adults.
Inspiring. Mm-hmm. You hear that? Everybody out there, you seniors, it can be done. They're out there. Let's come out and boogie down at the Center for Active Generations. It's all fun. And you'll be greeted by Diana. And that's a choice. That's a benefit in itself. So you talked about fun and how important fun is for your mental wellness. Give me just a couple examples of some of the fun programs you run. You're not doing Twister, are you?
No, but that's an idea.
That's too much for the
Maybe
seniors.
we could do an adapted Twister. I don't know. Okay. That's a great idea, Art. I might have to try that. But on Tuesday, we've been doing something called jukebox dance parties. So the jukebox dance parties have been a lot of fun. People have really enjoyed listening to music, that they listened to when they were in high school and bringing back memories from those times. On Tuesday, we decided to do a theme with it. So we did a beach party and we brought in beach decorations, an inflatable pool and pool floaties and lawn chairs. And we had beach balls that we were throwing around. And one of our members brought in hot dogs to share with everybody. And everyone was just out on the dance floor dancing and throwing the beach balls around. And we had pool noodles that we could, move the balls around and doing the swim. And
I love it. That sounds like that is fun, I'll tell you. We're coming up on our break right now, so go have another cup of coffee, continue your morning chill on this beautiful morning. So we'll be right back with more of When Things Aren't Going Well right here on 1360 AM 94.9 FM KSCJ.
For more information on the services provided by Boys and Girls Home and Family Services, see them online at boysandgirlshomeiowa.org. Or you can call 712-293-4700 to get more information about family services, residential treatment, the Opportunity School, the Siouxland Family Center, and more. At Boys and Girls Home and Family Services, we change lives.
Welcome back to When Things Aren't Going Well on KSCJ. Here's Art Silva.
Welcome back to When Things Aren't Going Well. I'm Art Silva, along with Christina and Diana from Siouxland Center for Active Generations. And we're going to talk about seniors and their mental wellness, and we're going to specifically zero in on senior nutrition and mental health. Who wants to take that ball?
We try to offer, healthy meals at the center. So we know that a lot of people, when they live on their own, are less motivated to cook for themselves. I know, it used to be when my husband went out of town on business, I would be like, I don't really want to cook for just me. I know it's a struggle sometimes just to get the motivation to make food for just you. So we do offer, our coffee shop is open every day for lunch. And then on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we have a full lunch. And then we try to have a balanced diet, a starch and a meat and a vegetable to meet those nutrition needs.
And we sneak in a dessert.
Oh, okay. Can't forget the dessert. Now,
a lot of times it has fruit. So,
okay,
yep.
I kind of grew up on Jell-O fruit cocktail and a little dab of whipped cream on the top.
Oh, we have that every once in a while.
That still works for me, So anyhow, let's, Diana, let me ask you, you get any complaints from anybody on the food, or we want to put this on the menu or whatever?
No, not really. We just, we have such a great variety.
Good.
In both places that, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday in the big cafe, they have a great variety of food that they offer. And then, like Christina said, our coffee shop is open 5 days a week. And we also have, like, hot chocolate, hot mocha, decaf, for those abilities that don't want the caffeinated.
Oh, great.
We have sodas. We have sandwiches.
We've been offering a lot of healthy salads recently.
Oh, chef salads, big ones.
Those are great sellers.
We got to stop to get me hungry. Lunch, a little away from lunch. I love it. But you do focus on that, and that is important as we go forward. Okay, ladies, I got a topic, and it doesn't particularly just zero in on seniors. It's a lot of people. Loneliness is an epidemic in this country.
That is so true.
And we're finding, I know at least from the seniors, from what I've seen, and you ladies will have a better viewpoint on this, from what I've seen is a lot of people, their contact is the Meals on Wheels person and the postman. So I want to suggest something, but I want to hear how you feel. And let's talk about this loneliness epidemic. Specifically, how are our seniors doing?
You're right. That is a huge problem among the senior population. We've seen statistics that more than 20% of seniors feel lonely all the time. Men are more at risk because they don't seek out making friends the same way that women do. 50% of all men over 50 suffer from severe loneliness. And that can have just a big detrimental effect on people's health. I mean, some studies have shown like it's worse than heart disease to not have social connections with people. So we're happy to be a place where people can come and make those social connections. And we will do our best to try to, we've had events where when we tried the speed dating and we did that, and then we decided to just do a friendship circle event where you just came and, it was like speed dating. You talk to people for a few minutes, but then you just talk to anybody, because you just have a nice conversation with somebody. And that can help develop relationships, when you just have a one-on-one with somebody, then you're able to make a connection.
Christina, you talked about eating alone. About being alone and cooking for yourself. And I have, I'm going through that phase right now. And yeah, you go for the ease of frozen foods and slop it in and stuff like that. So your nutrition is somewhat challenged. But psychologically, one of the things I hate the most is eating alone. Now, if my biggest period of loneliness would come over the dinner hour. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm good later on. I don't have to be alone. I'll watch a baseball game and be with 35,000 people. And the strong people or people that they think can get out of it, get out of it. But you really can slide back in this deal where when they come to where I'm at, it's too much work. I don't know where to go or what to do. And we have to do something. The pandemic has separated us. The pandemic, we go to our phones and our tablets and we communicate. We have lost the art of conversation. We need each other. We're designed that way. So I'm going to talk.
True.
I want your agency and other agencies to think about this reconnect, small R-E, capital connect. And what I'd like to see the agencies do is reach out, try to identify, anybody out there, try to identify 3 or 4 people that you are going to contact on a monthly basis, personally, not by phone only in case of emergency or weather, but get out and have a cup of coffee, have lunch, have a glass of wine or beer, have dinner, but do something. Get out of the house and reconnect and call these people. Go visit them. See how they're doing. You wouldn't believe how much of a difference that makes in someone's life when you show up. So we're going to talk more about this Reconnect program. Diana?
There is something that me and Christina, I got a phone call the other day at the center from a lady from Martin Towers. And she was talking with me about coming to Martin Towers, having in their community room, sitting down, talking to their residents that live there because they're so lonely. So me and Christina are going to go out on the 20th of July, and we're going to have a educational thing about our center with her residents that live there in the community. Visit, give them what we're about, ask them to come to our center. They're more than welcome, and bring them and people in. And we're going to do that at other places as well in our community because we want to get out there. We want people to know that they don't have to be alone in their lives. They can come join us and just have friendship. And we want them to feel like they're wanted and we're ready to go. We're going to bust it wide open.
When you were talking about eating alone, I just thought of what happens at our center at lunchtime. We've got, they call it the friendship table. There's a table. There's always a huge group of people gathered around this one table because we've got some really social people who just welcome people in. If they see anybody eating alone, they'll say, come over here. And people will say, well, there's no room. And they'll say, oh, we'll just pull up another chair. You can sit at the table, close to the table when you are eating your food. And then, as people finish, then they sort of move around and make room for people. So everyone is just gathered, socializing, having a great time with each other. Everyone is welcome. I feel always so good when I see that happening because I know, people are making great friendships, visiting with each other, having fun, and feeling like they're a part of a group, which is so important.
Keep up the good work because that is so important. Ladies, tell me about any activities coming up. We're getting close to the end of our show, but I want to make sure you get a chance to talk about your agency and what's happening.
We're going to be participating in some of the parades that are going on in Sioux City. We're going to be doing the Mardi Gras parade on Friday, and then later we'll do Rivercade. So we'll show you how, the active part of Active Generations. We have some members who are going to walk the whole route. And then we have some seating options, too, because people are different abilities. Well, if you have any of your seniors that want to be in the kazoo band, we have just ordered 200 kazoos. Fun.
And the 2 songs are going to be Happy Birthday, because it's the 60th anniversary of Rivercade, and When the Saints Come Marching In. 2 great kazoo songs. So if any of your seniors want to be in the kazoo band, get a hold of Phil Clays, and we'll get you the kazoos and march with us.
We'll have to get the word out about that. We're also going to be having an escape room activity in July. So I am working on putting all that together too, but that people will form teams and then there will be different puzzle challenges that they have to solve to get through.
Work on the cognitive skills.
Exactly.
That's excellent. Very good. Christina, you have an exciting program that you're working with North Sioux City. Do you want to describe it for us, please?
Yes, the city of North Sioux City wanted to offer more programming for seniors, and they discovered that it would be less expensive for them to pay for memberships of their residents at our facility than for them to put the money into developing something similar in North Sioux City. So right now, if you're 65 and older, you can show proof of residency and your age, take that to City Hall, and they will give you a form that you can bring over to us, and we're located at 313 Cook Street, Hamilton and 4th. Bring that over, and then the city of North Sioux will pay for their membership.
That's outstanding. What a compliment to North Sioux City. And it makes sense, good business sense to go off. You got a good program, it'd be less effective. for them and more effective for you. So that's great.
Yeah, and we have a promotional thing going on. The first 30 people who come and join are getting gift bags donated from local North Sioux businesses also.
Okay, run. Don't walk, run to Active Generations. Thank you, Christina.
Thank you, Art.
Well, we're coming up on the end of our show, and every week we end our show with a joke. Humor is medicine for the soul. So here's our joke for this week. Okay, here we go. If you crossed a patriot with a curly-haired dog, what would you get? Yankee Poodle. Okay, that won't get me in trouble too much. Thanks, Christina. Thanks, Diana, and thanks to our listening audience. Shout out to Mitchell Bestwork, member of the Team USA Special Olympics in powerlifting. Mitchell won 4 medals in Berlin, Germany, including gold. Way to go, Mitchell. Don't forget to visit the new and improved Stuff store. Stuff has new stuff arriving daily. Located in the former Indian Hills Shopping Plaza, the new home of the Jeannie Peterson Behavioral Health Campus. Boys and Girls Home and Family Service is now hiring teachers for the upcoming school year, full-time, part-time. Give us our HR manager a call at 293-4700. When Things Aren't Going Well will air next Saturday morning at 7 a.m. right here on 1360 AM, 94.9 FM, KSCJ. Well, go out this week and your homework is to have a good laugh. Be kind to your mind.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Happy trails to you till we meet again.
For more information on the services provided by Boys and Girls Home and Family Services, see them online at boysandgirlshomeiowa.org. Or you can call 712-293-4700 to get more information about family services, residential treatment, the Opportunity School, the Siouxland Family Center, and more. At Boys and Girls Home and Family Services, we change lives.